Hello YouTube, it's Bird-O-Prey 5, and this is going to be an experiment. This is going to be a test. I've never before done a live reaction video. I know Anti-Tracker did these throughout Discovery Season 2, and I figured I would take a whack at it for Game of Thrones, the second to last episode ever of Game of Thrones, Season 8, Episode 5, the title as of yet unreleased. And I figured, a lot of you guys don't watch Game of Thrones anyway, so maybe you tune in just to hang out and watch me watch Game of Thrones. Because if you are a big Game of Thrones fan, then by all means, watch Game of Thrones yourself, because you're not going to be able to watch it, really while I watch it. There's a lot of subspace interference, as you can see behind me, and there's not going to be any audio, not even on Discord. So, the video behind me is just really a way to follow where I am when I'm making comments. And I'll be criticizing the video behind me, valid critical purposes, not here as a substitute for having HBO in any way, but this is just live reactions and reviews. We are about 5 minutes away from the next episode being posted, and I'm going to tell you, once I start watching, I'm not going to be reading comments. I mean, if I see one here or there, if you do at Bird-O-Prey 5, I will try to get it in when I can. But the main thing here, I'm going to be watching this episode. I'll make comments as I can, as I see fit. It's going to be a little different than my usual live streams. This is not going to be in the bed life category. This is going to be in the reviews and rants category. So let's get started. Commander Ironwolf was here first saying, "Hey guys." Multi-Gunman says, "Hey Bird, how's it going?" Anti-Tracker says, "Hey." Luke says, "Hey guys, only passing for a moment." Commander Ironwolf says, "Varys gets buried alive." Might be. Anti-Tracker says, "Everyone wishes Mama Prey a happy Mother's Day." Yes. Many people reached out to me today to wish Mom a happy Mother's Day, and she says thank you to everyone. And to Anti-Tracker, happy Mother's Day to Mrs. Anti-Tracker, and to anyone else who is married to a mother or has their own mother in their lives. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers that are, either watch the channel or is a mother to someone or a wife to someone who watches the channel, who's a mother. Thank you, Anti-Tracker. The Multi-Gunman says, "I watch Game of Thrones." Well, Multi-Gunman, you have a decision to make. I totally understand if because there's going to be spoilers. I'm going to be talking about the entire damn episode. So if you rather watch it on your own, I am not insulted in any way, shape, or form. This is a total experiment. Commander Ironwolf says, "I'm a big Game of Thrones fan, but it's sucking so much, I'm not really caring about spoilers." Well, it's up to you, Commander. Totally up to you. And the Multi-Gunman says, "Happy Mother's Day, Mama Prey." Oh, happy Mother's Day. She says thank you. Oh, she's already in there. She's already in the chat. DJ Odyssey says happy Mother's Day. Howdy all. Yes, I made it, though not sure I don't watch this show. Well, maybe you'll have the most to gain. I don't know. Anti-Tracker says to me, Mama Prey, "You should have Joe change your username to Momoprey5. I need to do that when I get a chance. I gotta team view into her computer." Luke says, I'll have to get used to these American dates. Happy Mother's Day to American mothers. Yeah, apparently in Europe, Mother's Day is in March. Mom would not like Mother's Day in March. Mom likes warm Mother's Days. I mean, today it's not even all that warm, but March would be much worse. March, you could have Mother's Day in the snow. Mom wants Mother's Day in the summer. If she could, she'd move it to July, I suspect. Yes, you would. Okay, and Mom wishes anybody else who wishes her a happy Mother's Day to say thank you. Yes, the episode is on HBO now. I'm going to go start it. Multi-Gunman says, I'm going to have to leave the stream when you start watching. Game of Thrones doesn't start for me for another hour. Wow, so it doesn't come out at 9 Eastern for everyone? That really sucks. Multi-Gunman says, I'll be back once I've seen the episode. Multi-Gunman, I probably only going to be sticking around 10 or 15 minutes after the episode is over and giving some final thoughts. I mean, I don't know for sure, but that's what I'm guessing. This is mostly just a live reaction. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. If I'm not on, I will catch you tomorrow, Multi-Gunman, I'm sure. DJ says, what Bird of Prey and Anti-Trucker have in common? Seems we prefer the females in their lives to talk to us half the time. Yeah, but that's only half the time for Mom O'Prey. It's all the time for Mrs. Anti-Tracker. Just, you know. And DJ Odyssey says, so Joshua... Anti-Tracker says to DJ, so Joshua is animating you right now. And DJ says, I know Bird will take my wrench for that one. No, I'm not taking any wrenches. Luke says, no, it's May 25th. Oh, geez. So in France, it's May 25th. In Ireland, it's in March. You guys, I thought the EU was supposed to settle all this crap. Okay, so I'm gonna go start the show, and I guess I'll have like a couple of minutes of previews and whatnot to talk through. Let's make sure this works now. Episodes. Let's see. 4, 5. No. Don't give me a sneak peek. Come on. Load up. Don't screw up on me. Don't you? Don't you? Don't you? You son of a bitch. Come on up. Oh, jeez. It's thinking. It's chugging along. I guess the servers are getting pounded. This is what happens. This is what happens. See, this doesn't happen with Star Trek Discovery because no one was trying to watch it. I can't believe. I mean, I've watched this damn near, within the first 10 minutes. I've never had this problem before. Okay, I gotta, yeah, you're having trouble. Okay, 1 second. 1 second, let me make some. PlayHBOGo.com. Come on, HBO. You crashing? I don't know if Brits do it on another date. There we go. We got something. We got a heartbeat. We got a heartbeat. There we go. Okay. Coming on back. Coming on back. To the bridge. To the bridge. There we go. Okay, now. I should have started you. I should have started you. Okay. Let's see. Okay. This is a preview for something else. So I can talk for a little bit. Let's see. Anti-Tracker says, but I wanted to say hi and give a thumbs up and such. Well, thank you so much. Oh, Anti-Tracker says, Josh Reed, not really. I'm going to stick around. I'm working on my Galaxy Quest review. But I wanted to say hi, gives a thumb up and such. Thank you, Anti-Tracker. And Josh Reed says, lol, you're missing out. Probably. Luke says language. Anti-Tracker says, Joe said son of a bitch. Everyone take 2 shots. Anti-Tracker says, end stream is over. Have a great night. No, that's not. I do have another, Row Ada sent me a link to another Star Trek Discovery quiz. What character are you? We'll be doing that on Tuesday. This one is 30 questions. So it is hopefully a lot better judge. Okay, so this is the previews. The previews is on. So I'm gonna switch on over. Now I'm gonna have the chat up, but I am not going to be able to see myself on camera. If something happens to the video, like the video behind me goes black or freezes, please put in the chat in caps that something is happening, and I'll pause it and I'll check it out. But for right now, I'm going to have the YouTube chat open and the actual Game of Thrones video to watch. So I'm watching the preview now of Jon Snow is swearing his sisters to secrecy, and somebody on YouTube said, oh, Jon Snow wanted to be found out, so that's why he told his sisters. And I said, well, wait, maybe just consider this. Consider that Jon Snow, the most honorable person in Westeros, the man who couldn't even lie to Cersei Lannister to guarantee her commitment to the war. He couldn't even lie then. Just maybe he actually thought his own family would keep his secrets. It's like everybody wants to say, oh, Jon knew it, because they don't want to put the blame on Sansa, because it was Sansa who let it out. They want to put the blame on Jon. Like, Jon was the bad guy for telling his family. That's bullcrap. Okay? Maybe if Jon was a shady character, if we had even a hint that he wanted to play the Game of Thrones, that he wanted to be in the politics, that he wanted to be king, or anything like that, even just the slightest hint, I could buy it. The entire series, Jon Snow has never wanted for power. He has never wanted to be anything more than a good man, a good friend to Sam, a good friend, a good ally to the family. To Ned, he wanted to make Ned proud. Never did he have any desire to get into the politics and the bullcrap and all the other stuff, the lying and the cheating that, now we're supposed to believe he was calculating 5 steps ahead. No, not happening. I'm sorry. DJ Odyssey says Kuroga internet seems to be like its space program, in and out and crashing a lot. Did it crash or something? Because it seems like it's going just fine. Here we go. Somebody's writing a letter. It's the true heir to the Iron Throne. Rhaegar and Lansa. Okay. So Varys is writing that Jon Snow is the true heir. Is he going to send it? Where is he? Is he in Winterfell still? Or did he head down? No, he headed down to King's Landing. Where are they? A little birdie. The girl says she won't eat. The girl is one of his little birds. She's saying she thinks she's being watched. And Varys is saying, well, it's their job to, the soldiers' job is to watch her. The greater the risk, the greater the reward. And I think he just sent her to the kitchen. That's sexist. I just put on subtitles, actually. The northern armies are 2 days away. And I think Daenerys is held up. She's not eating. Ooh, Varys is making this sexist. He's saying men decide. And he wants Jon Snow on the throne. Jon Snow is saying she's the queen. They're saying Varys is saying that he's not sure about Daenerys, but he's sure about Jon. And Jon is again saying he doesn't want it. Varys is saying he would rule wisely, Jon Snow, and then Jon cut him off, saying she is my queen. So here Jon is again very much showing his allegiance to his queen. As bad an idea as I think it is the honorable one. There's a time not to be honorable, and this is probably it. That said, he is acting honorably, nothing but honorably. Tyrion's going to try to talk to Daenerys, try to talk her into eating something, bring her a sandwich. Tyrion said there's something she needs to know, and she said, somebody's betrayed me. She guessed it, yes. She thinks Jon Snow's betrayed her. Tyrion's saying no. Well, he's shaking his head. He's saying Varys betrayed him. And she says he knows the truth about Jon. And then she said, oh, because you told him. You learned from Sansa. She knows. and she learned from Jon, though I begged him not to tell her. So it's Jon's fault. He betrayed me. So Daenerys is blaming Jon, which now she's pissed at Tyrion for telling Varys without talking to her first, which is legit. Daenerys is pissed. I don't know, Tyrion might become dragon food this episode. He's asking for forgiveness. I don't think it's gonna come, guy. Josh Street says, Commander Ironwolf, how true you are. He's 18 minutes in. I wonder what I missed. So you're saying Varys is going to be buried alive. That's anticlimactic. The best buried alive scene was Goodfellas. Or was it Casino? No, it was Casino. Where Joe Pesci and his brother got buried alive. And now Varys is burning the note he wrote before? I'm a little confused. Of course. Oh, he hears footsteps. He knows they're coming for him. He's taken off his jewelry, and he burned the last evidence. Yeah, it's being sent to the principal's office. If your principal is a queen with a dragon and has gotten really paranoid lately. Why, Tyrion? Why did you do it? Saving your own little ass. It's probably true. What the hell's that noise? Oh, it's an alarm? I thought it was a bird. There was a noise outside. No, it doesn't sound like the truck. Yeah, well, at least you fessed up. I don't know why. It seems out of character. Take care, Luke. She's, I guess, sentencing him to death. Ah, there's a dragon above her. Not even reading what he's charged with? Dracarys, there it comes. Wow. He's gonna burn. Oh, is he not? He's taking his sweet time. There it goes. There's the dragon fire. Tyrion's a little close. They're all a little close. Jon, remember that word, Dracarys. It's going to come in later. You're probably going to need it, Jon. Probably going to need it. No, I'm not sleeping. I'm into the show. I'm not moving a lot. She's given the only possession that her friend that got killed last week, I forget her name, brought with her, and to the Unsullied guy who was in love with her, and the Unsullied guy tossed it into the fire. I guess he doesn't want to be reminded. Yeah, she just told him to bring somebody she wants to speak with. I missed who it was, because I was reading Thomas Potts's comment. Not that I blame you, Thomas. I blame myself. I mean, I could have gone back 10 seconds. Now she's saying Sansa killed Varys as much as Daenerys did. Now she knows what happens when people know the truth about him. Far more people in Westeros love Jon Snow than Daenerys. You don't have love here. Well, maybe you would if you weren't flying around on dragons killing people. She says she only has fear here, and Jon Snow says he loves her, and that she will always be his queen. Now she's saying, is that all I am to you, your queen? He just said he loved you. Now she's trying to kiss him. That's right, you're also his aunt. But he was trying to not remember that part. He should have said, no, you're also my aunt. It's like kissing the family. He's not into it anymore. You know, she's pissed. She is pissed. He did not return the tongue. Let it be fear. Oh shit. She's gone. She's gone full Cersei. Okay. Tyrion is now trying to tell her that the people in King's Landing are innocent, and they're like the people in Meereen. And Daenerys is like, no, the people in Meereen turned against the masters. And Tyrion's like, think of the children. He's literally like, think of the thousands of children that will die. Daenerys is saying the only mercy is coming is against future generations. We'll never have to deal with a tyrant, not realizing she is now becoming the tyrant. Ready the Unsullied. Tonight you land, you sail for Tyrion saying, if you hear him ringing the bells, call off the attack. It means that they're surrendering. And she's agreeing. She's telling the Unsullied to wait outside the city for her. They'll know when it's time. You're gonna fly your dragon down there despite all those big scorpion guns? See, Tyrion, if you're gonna confess to her to try to... Well, Jaime was stopped trying to get past her lines. Well, she says it seems he hasn't abandoned Cersei after all. Now, she hasn't said... She says, next time you fail me will be the last time you fail me. So now she's blaming Tyrion for Jaime trying to get back to King's Landing. So I guess Jaime isn't... What's Jaime in custody now? I don't know. I don't think Tyrion likes to be on ships. Now, I don't understand. If Tyrion was going to turn in Varys for... holy crap, we got 33 watching right now. Welcome, everyone. I guess this is a stream people are, at least halfway interested in. I apologize for the ugliness of my face. Okay, Tyrion's telling them they all want to attack. She wants to attack now. And they're saying, well, at daybreak. Tyrion's telling Davos he wants a favor. Says that you're the greatest smuggler alive. He wants something smuggled. Excuse me. I was wondering where Arya and the Hound were going to show up. So Arya and the Hound just got stopped. And Arya, they asked, who are you? She said, she's Arya Stark. I'm going to kill Cersei Lannister. And the Hound said, let her, think about it. If she goes and she kills Cersei, the war won't even happen and you probably won't die tomorrow. So the guy's like, I gotta go talk to my captain. And they just kept on moseying down the road. Oh, I didn't know he spoke Valyrian. Oh, he doesn't speak Valyrian. He's trying to speak Valyrian. He's saying things like, I want to eat the Skullkeeper. And the guy says he speaks English, or the common tongue. Tyrion says he's going to be alone with the prisoner. The Unsullied says he's been ordered to stay with the prisoner. And Tyrion says, by who? The queen herself? And he says no. He's like, well then, as hand of the queen, I outrank anyone who gave you that order. So, get the moving. And of course it's Jaime. Ah, it feels so much like those early seasons. Jaime's a prisoner again. How did they find you? Tyrion asks. Ah, the one hand. He raises his artificial hand. Did you consider taking it off? Jaime said Cersei called him once the stupidest Lannister. And, Tyrion's telling Jaime that he'd be going back to die with her. And Tyrion said she's gonna die unless you can convince her to change her course of action. Tyrion's begging him, if not for him or not for her, then for all the innocent people. And that there's at least one innocent he does care for. He didn't care for anybody else. And they're talking about Cersei's baby. And Jaime's saying the child's the one reason is the reason she won't give an inch. Because everything she's done has been for the kids. Tyrion is sure it will fall tomorrow. Jaime's sure it won't. And I'll be honest, Jaime is right. I don't see how they win with one dragon. Tyrion has given him instructions on how they can escape a secret cave exit that'll take them to the beach, and they can get on a dinghy and they can make it to Pentos to start a new life. Like Cersei would ever possibly go for that. I mean, Tyrion's just being naive here. Oh, maybe he's just saying for Jaime to do it. He's swearing Jaime that he'd try. Okay. Jaime's saying he's going to try, and that if it works, give the order to ring the bells. Jaime says Tyrion's going to be executed for this. And Tyrion says, well, if Daenerys can make it to the throne without killing a bunch of innocent lives, maybe she'll be merciful. Not realizing that Daenerys is in, she's too far gone. She is too far gone. Tyrion saying if it wasn't for Jaime, he never would have survived his childhood. Jaime's like, yeah, you would have. Tyrion is saying no. They're having a very touching brotherly moment. You're the only one who didn't treat me like a monster. You were all I had until you started effing your sister. Aw, they're crying in each other's arms. The emotion. Oh, Daddy Lannister would be cursing at both of them. Like Kreese from Cobra Kai. Call him a word I can't use. Okay, oh, this looks like King's Landing. It looks like a bell tower. Looks like the Iron Fleet is in the harbor, although the sails are down. Yeah, it's the Iron Fleet. They've got their Scorpion guns mounted to the hull of the ships. Now remember, all these people have had their tongues removed, so they can't talk. That's just nuts. They're loading the Scorpions because what, they haven't been loaded this whole time, just in case? TJ Odyssey says 37 now, Joe. Better keep your shirt on tonight. We'll try, DJ. We'll try. Take care, Commander Iron Wolf. John Street, what are you, 2 minutes ahead of me? Three dragons? I heard rumors she had extra dragons she's been hiding somewhere. Oh, well. Arya and the Hound made it into King's Landing. That was easy. Well, without Jaime there, how is Arya going to get to Cersei? I guess she should kill... Oh, there's Jaime. There's Jaime. I guess Arya could kill that old dude, whatever his name is, the guy who invents everything and is like the hand of the queen or whatever he is. I assume that's the Golden Company? Because they're in gold. Yep. And Cersei wanted elephants. But the HBO budget didn't allow for elephants. DJ says now we need Godzilla to come out of the water. This is like Braveheart, where you don't think the peasants are going to stand a chance. The Northerners are the peasants. Tyrion's telling them if you hear the bells ring, they surrendered. Call off your men. Jon's like, what are you talking about? Maybe surrendering. Yeah, Cersei's going to see what's going on outside. She loves the smell of fire. She loves the smell of wildfire in the morning. And the mountains behind her. Soldiers are telling people to move it like they're modern police officers. Come on, move it along, keep on moving. Oh, Jaime's pushing his way through. Oh, and there's Arya. Oh, the Hound. It's the Hound and Arya pushing their way through. They made it right in. They made it in just before the doors closed. And now all these other peasants, they're going to get trampled or something. They're all pissed. They didn't make it in. What, are soldiers rushing the door too? Oh, Jaime got out. Jaime's stuck out. Jaime's putting his one hand up. Jaime's yelling, soldier. Jaime's gonna probably... Well, Tyrion told them about the secret tunnel. So Jaime, if he's smart, will go to the other side of the secret tunnel and follow it backwards into the castle. Then that would explain why Tyrion had to tell him about the secret tunnel. Let's see, maybe it says any links. You can put in a link, let's see. If YouTube doesn't block it, I don't care. I mean, nothing to like porn or, spam viruses. Total garbage, but if it's your channel or something, go ahead. There's a dragon. There be dragon. Why are they not all shooting at the same time? There's like, okay. The last time they got a headshot. Oh, come on. I mean, listen, I'm all for them destroying the Iron Fleet with the dragon, but last episode they managed to get 2 shots, a headshot and a chest shot from much further distance. The other dragon, and two hits in one volley. This time they couldn't get one hit in like at least 2 passes. They couldn't even hit one dragon that was much, much closer than the other dragon was. So the dragon has plot armor. I mean, last week's it was so ridiculous that the dragon was killed. And this week it's ridiculous the dragon isn't killed. It's so stupid. They've just completely ignored the fact that these things were completely completely able to take out dragons. Now they're completely ineffective. And these people, I guess, don't hear what's going on. I guess they're that far away. Oh, explosion in the distance. That's what they hear. That's what the closed captioning says. Horses neighing. The explosions are getting closer. The Golden Company is getting scared. Holy crap! The castle wall just blew up behind the Golden Company. And there goes the Golden Company. How did this dragon fly over the most heavily defended place that we've seen in the entire series? Dozens and dozens of scorpions. He hasn't destroyed them all. He just flew over and he was completely quiet up until the time the wall blows up. So the Golden Company is gone. The Golden Company is done. In 15 seconds. And where did the Dothraki come from? The Dothraki, there's I don't know, over a dozen Dothraki, probably a lot more. They were all dead. They were all dead 2 episodes ago. Did they breed more Dothraki? And tons of Unsullied. It's like they forgot. They forgot that they were all dead. Dothraki, no, Darthraki, right? Like Darth Vader, Dothraki. Oh, there's one menacing scorpion. Ah, luckily nobody's manning the scorpions. Now, these are soldiers he's burning alive, not villagers. Yet. Now, why doesn't the dragon just fly over there and burn it to the ground? Why are they even wasting their time? Now, I don't see Daenerys on this dragon. So is this dragon on autopilot? Tyrion is walking amongst the burning corpses. So this dragon, the fire doesn't only burn, it also knocks down the walls via quantum disruptors. Oh, every scorpion has been destroyed. Every scorpion have been destroyed. Cersei's saying the Iron Fleet is in the bay. He killed one. It's over. It's over. The guy's saying it's over. I forget his name. She's saying the Iron Fleet will take him, and he's saying the Iron Fleet is in flames. He's saying the walls have been breached and it's all over. Cersei's saying our men will fight harder than they've ever fought before. And that guy's like, damn, we're goners. This is it. And Cersei's like, no, we're not going to fall today. She doesn't believe it. I don't believe it either. I gotta say, this should not have been a walk in the park. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. They expect us to believe this? Jon Snow's coming in. That's Daenerys's not Daenerys's, Cersei's army. They don't want to fight. You can tell they don't want to fight. Just surrender, Pen. Tyrion is walking through the wall that's been breached by the dragon fire. And he's looking up at that tall building where Cersei is. I guess Jaime's taking the back way. Jaime Lannister's still walking, not through the secret tunnel, just walking above ground in the city, apparently where nobody else is. The dragons are now headed for the innocent people. And the people are running scared. The dragons roaring at them. These are... Okay, now the soldiers are here. So why isn't the dragon at this... Oh, okay. The soldiers are looking at the dragon. That's your time to yes. Put down your weapons. Jon Snow's just staring them down. Okay, one guy throws down his sword. And okay, they're all surrendering. Daenerys, don't order them to kill him, Daenerys. She's gonna do it. She's gonna kill them all. She's gonna kill them even though they surrendered. That son of a bitch. Soldier is yelling, ring the bells. They're yelling, ring the bells. They were yelling, okay, so all across the city, they're saying, ring the bloody bells, ring the bells. Ring the bloody bells. That's an actual quote. Tell the queen to ring the bells. The queen's not going to ring the bells. Now, Jaime's picked up a sword off the street, And he's running through a crowd that's running in the opposite direction. The soldiers yelling, ring the bell. Everybody's yelling, ring them. Now, Daenerys is on a dragon. Now, I didn't see her on a dragon yet, but now she's on the dragon. Ring the bell. She hears the people yelling, ring the bells. Queen, we're surrounded. So what, Cersei has to ring the bell? Tyrion staring at the bell tower. Tyrion, you make a run for that bell tower. You ring the bell. Cersei is just staring out, I guess, at Daenerys. Women are yelling, ring the bell. Everybody's yelling, ring the bell. Everybody's looking at the bell. We spent 5 minutes here looking at a bell. The bell is ringing. The bell is ringing. Somebody got to the bell. That makes the surrender official. Of course, Cersei doesn't surrender, but the city is surrendering. Now, who's to say they're not just ringing the bell to make their enemy think they're in retreat? Cobra Kai style. Sensei Kreese. Sensei Kreese style. Daenerys is crying? Holy crap, 65 and counting. Well, 61. I don't care. That's good stuff. You know, guys, welcome all. Thank you for coming. We're watching the Dragonfly. I do streams most days. Usually they're fun. Usually it's a lot of laughs, mostly at my expense. Oh shit, she's killing everybody. She went nuts. The dragon is burning the innocents. The dragon is burning the innocent people. Oh shit, the soldiers are now looking at them like, why is this happening to us? The dragons are killing the women and the children. And the Unsullied are picking up their arms. They're all dead. Oh shit. The Unsullied guy just threw a spear into the unarmed soldiers who surrendered. Jon Snow is looking in disgust. They've gone to war. The Unsullied, they had no intention of honoring the surrender. Jon is saying, get back, no. And no, everybody's pushing past Jon. And Jon is engaging. Jon is killing Unsullied. What's that? Is that Jaime? I don't know if yeah, Jaime. No, that's not Jaime. That's, I forgot the guy's name. The boyfriend of the woman who was killed last time. The head of the Unsullied. Bird is smiling. The dragons are killing everyone. It's city skylines all over again. Oh, they're burning like the children in Terminator 2 in the park when the nukes came down. Why is she doing this? Daenerys, what is wrong with you? Just for the hell of it, you're gonna burn the whole city? Don't you want to be queen of this city? You know what? I gotta tell you, with a person like Daenerys, it makes Gul Dukat all the better. Okay, Gul Dukat did nothing wrong. Maybe he should have had a statue. Even Gul Dukat would not have burned the people alive, right? Gul Dukat wanted the enemy to come around and admit his greatness. Okay, he didn't want to kill the enemy. When the Vorta was going to say we'd wipe out the population of Earth, Gul Dukat's like, no, you can't do that. A true victory is when your enemy admits to your greatness. He wanted them alive. He'd never do this. Oh my God, the Unsullied, they're killing women in the streets in front of their children. Daenerys has become Hitler. She's Dragon Hitler. You were on Hitler's side all along, Jon Snow. You've been effing Hitler. Hitler is your aunt. The blonde hair should have given it away. Aryan, Daenerys. It all makes sense now. Jon Snow, who are you? Who are you, Jon? Oh, they're taking the women. I mean, Unsullied can't even do anything with women. What are they doing? Jon's killing his own. Well, Jon is telling the people find somewhere to hide, the women and the children, and he's killing Daenerys' own troops. Daenerys is going nuts. She's burning the whole city. She's seemingly not headed towards Cersei, who's in the highest, the highest building in the land. Now she's headed towards Cersei. Maybe you want to get away from the window, Cersei. Or jump. Don't tell me the Mountain and Cersei die. This is terrible. This is so awful. Oh my God. If you thought episode 3 was bad, and then you thought episode 4 was bad, now episode 5 is definitely bad. And I gotta pause it for a second, because there's just so much. I can't believe how poorly this is. There's 40 minutes left. Wow, we're 52 minutes in and there's 40 minutes left? Yeah, that's true. Okay, this is a long one. Anyway, Jaime finally made it to the tunnel that Tyrion was telling him about. And just as he was going to go up the tunnel, Euron Greyjoy, who's been burnt by the dragons, came out of the sea to, I guess, head up the same tunnel. So now Euron and Jaime, I guess, are going to fight for Cersei. That's the sound of a city dying, says Euron. It's over. And Jaime says, maybe for you, and he's ready to go up. And Euron says, if you kill another king before you die, you're no king. Oh. Jaime is saying, Euron's saying he effed the queen, so he's a king. So yeah. So the building's falling apart. Euron just picked a fight with Jaime. Jesus. The dragons aren't shooting fire. They're shooting like phasers. Lasers. They're just cutting through the stone. They're cutting through buildings like they're made of butter. I can't tell. They both lost their swords. Euron and Jaime. Jaime just tackled Euron. Euron's getting in some punches now. Now, Jaime just did a kick to the face. Euron is trying to get a breath. Now, Euron body slammed Jaime. He's spitting in Jaime's mouth. Oh my god. Oh, now he's choking Jaime. And Jaime gave him a good punch across the head. Now Euron is going for the sword, and he's just an inch away when Jaime pulls him back. Now Jaime's going for the sword. Oh shit. Euron just stabbed Jaime. Jaime's a goner. He can't come back from that. He can't come back from that. Of course, he's not dead, but he looks like he's going to be. Yeah, I think Jaime's... There's no conceivable way Jaime recovers from that. That sword... Qyburn is telling Cersei it's not safe here anymore. She said this is the safest place in the city. He's saying the Unsullied have breached. And he's saying Maegor's Holdfast would be a better place to wait out the storm. Cersei's crying. Cersei is crying. It's not conspiracy crazy. I'm not mad with power, Thomas Potts. So you got a burned up man and a one-handed man fighting. Yeah. And I gotta say, Euron won. Oh, he's telling Jaime he fought well for a cripple. You fought well for a cripple. Now, Jaime's still alive somehow. Oh, and Jaime's looking at the sword. You can't tell me that Jaime cannot possibly win this. Jaime is actually crawling towards a sword, and Euron sees it, but he's just too tired to get up and do anything about it. And now Euron runs over and stabs Jaime a second time, and now Jaime stands up and throws the sword through Euron's gut. And he's twisting it. He's twisting it to make Euron scream in pain. Another king for you. Now Euron knows he's dead. So Jaime killed another king, according to Euron. Jaime is standing up and walking. Jaime is walking away. He had a sword 2/3 of the way into his body. And Jaime just got up and walked away. And he said he's the man who killed Jaime Lannister. Because he knows Jaime has a mortal wound. But Jaime should be dying or dead on the beach. Instead, Jaime is going to find the strength to walk up to Cersei somehow. Arya and the Hound just got into, I guess, the first floor of the keep. And the Hound is telling Arya to go home, that the dragon will eat her, Cersei's dead no matter what. And that she's going to die if she doesn't get out of here. Arya is like, no, I'm going to kill her. The Hound is saying... The Hound is giving her a lesson in revenge and how it ruins your life. Arya's set on killing her, but he's like, if you want to be like me? No, you don't want to be like me. He's saying, if you come with me, you die here. He doesn't want her to die. Arya actually gives me a face like maybe she doesn't want to go through with it. Like maybe, just maybe, she won't be an idiot. And now she says, Sandor? Thank you. Oh, that's his name, not just the Hound. Thank you. I think she's lying. Why? She's a woman. A Stark woman. Arya, please leave, Arya. Arya. Oh, and Cersei's coming down the steps. Cersei and her guards and the mountain, they're coming down the steps. So are they going to run into the house? Oh, the mountain just got... Oh, the mountain has jumped over Cersei and is protecting her from tons of rocks. The entire building she's being covered in rocks, but the mountain is standing over her and protected her from her and Quirden, whatever, the old guy. So when they were on the inside, they're now on the outside. And the Hound has moseyed on up. And the Hound says, "Your Grace." And now they have to send the first 3 idiots after the Hound. So he makes quick work of them. And now he's proven himself worthy to fight the mountain. So here it is. Hello, big brother. This is the fight that we've been waiting for. Don't do something like change scenes on us. Oh, Cersei is telling Sir Gregor to stay by her side. His red eyes. Wow, his eyes are red. He looks angry. Oh, he's been ordered. Up. He's not. Oh! Oh, Sir Gregor just killed Quoden, whatever. Quorbegin. Cersei. He's not obeying Cersei anymore. Cersei's just leaving. Cersei is leaving. The Hound let her pass. The Hound let her pass. So the mountain couldn't follow that order. Now the mountain has the high ground. Oh, he just stopped the Hound's sword with his bare hand. Oh, the Hound knocked off the helmet. Now we see the face. Oh, it's a bloated face. It's zombified. Not as bad as Darth Vader, but not good. Somewhere between me and that thing from the Goonies. Hey, you guys! Cersei's all alone. Okay, Arya, now's your chance. You don't even need a face. Oh, Jaime. Jaime found Cersei. Oh, come on. You're not Jaime. You're Arya. Clegan Bowl. Come on. Don't be Jaime. Be Arya. Oh, they're hugging. They're hugging. They're embracing. I almost believe it's Jaime. No, I'm not picking on Sloth. Sloth was a great character. Now, would Arya really be kissing Jaime's neck just to make this all the more believable? Maybe. Stick her in the belly, Arya. Stick her in the belly. Cersei's saying you're hurt. He's saying it doesn't matter. She's got blood all over her hands. She realizes it's really bad. You're bleeding. Nothing matters, though, as long as he's with Cersei. The roof is still falling in. Now they're walking. They're walking away. The Hound and his brother are still fighting. The brother still has no mask on. Oh, the Hound just penetrated The Hound, oh wow. The Hound just completely penetrated the mountain with his sword. He pushed it 100% of the way through the mountain, and the mountain just looked at him and whacked him away, because he is now invincible. Swords cannot kill the mountain. You cannot kill him. He's pulling the sword out with his own hands. With his own hands, he's pulling out the sharp edge of the sword. He pulled it out of him. Oh, he threw off his armor. Because why do you need armor if you're impenetrable? If you're invincible? Apparently you don't. So the mountain is now coming down to finish off his brother. You know, that's what they want us to think. Now he picks up his brother by the back. Oh, and now Arya, okay, so Jaime isn't Arya. Arya heard a noise and she looked back. Now Arya is walking out of the city and things are falling all around. The Hound penetrated the mountain. Yeah, not Sassy. The Hound. Random guy's asking Arya if he's seen my wife. Have you seen my wife? Who the hell are you? Obviously, they're in shock. I mean, I'm in shock, but I'm in shock at how bad this is. Wow. 95. We're up to 95, guys. And DJ just added that to the... Thank you, DJ. You added it to the quotes thread on antitracker.com. You see, for the new people, DJ Odyssey and Thomas Potts, whenever I say something that they think, they take out of context, or, sometimes they just say something stupid, they go up and they rush to antitracker.com. And there was a thread in general discussion just called Berto Prey 5 quotes. And they add the quotes to that thread. I think we've hit 8 or 9 pages of quotes. Arya's like almost being trampled. I don't like Arya on the run. Okay, the mountain is still alive, but he's getting the shit beat out of him. They're going back and forth between the mountain and Arya. It's like every time the Hound gets hit, Arya gets hit. Oh, now some woman is telling Arya to take her hand. And they're looking up at the dragon in there. Oh. Or is somebody pulling? Arya's being pushed in one direction, and she's trying to make sure the woman that helped her is safe, but she can't. She's got to run for her life because Cersei is going crazy with the dragons. The dragon. The mountain is still not finished his brother, so of course, the brother's going to come back like Hulk Hogan in any WrestleMania before 5 or 6, whenever he stopped being in WWF. The mountain pulled out a little dagger, a 12-inch dagger, and he's stabbed him, mountain, maybe 5 times, and he's like, die! And none of it seems to be doing anything. And now, oh shit, the mountain is pushing his eyes in. Oh, the mountain is pushing, oh my god, oh fuck. The mountain's eyes look like they were pushed in. The mountain managed to push the dagger through one of the mountain's eyes. The Hound pushed the dagger through one of the mountain's eyes, and it went right through the back of his skull. Oh shit, now the mountain is just pulling the dagger out of his eye. The mountain is still moving with a dagger through his skull. And the Hound just launched himself at the Hound just launched himself at the mountain. They both went through a stone wall, and they both fell what looked like 100 feet into a burning pit of fire. Into a burning pit of fire. Now there's green smoke. I guess the wildfire must be going off. The wildfire stored around the city, because we're getting green fires. The entire city is on fire. Jon Snow sees one of the other top guys. He's saying we need to fall back behind the wall. Jon Snow is ordering people to fall back, get out of the city. So I guess Jon Snow is... I'm not going to say Jon Snow switched sides. Daenerys switched sides. But, yeah, Jon Snow is... he's with the people. We're seeing a dead kid. Oh, that's not a dead kid. That's Arya. She's not dead. I know, I don't pronounce the names exactly right. 102. Arya is breathing in, smoke and ash. She's coughing, spitting out. Yeah, maybe get away from that building that's about to fall down on top of you, literally. Of course, about 5 people got crushed by the building, but Arya just made it. I hope. Yeah, she did. This is almost as dark as episode 3, but it's lighting up. Oh, now Arya's going to telling the kids and the women that they can't stay here, that they have to keep moving. And they're saying everyone out there is dead. She's like, you have to move. If you stay here, you'll die. Arya's literally pulling kids and women. And I guess a guy? Is that a guy or just a kid? She's literally pulling people out. Is that a woman with a short haircut? I can't tell. She's pulling people out, and she has a whole room of people following her to safety, even though she has no idea where to go. And the Dothraki just ran through, and Arya dropped whoever she was pulling. Now she's going back for him. A kid is yelling for his mom. He's yelling, "Mama, Mama." The woman Arya was pulling out, looks like she got killed by a Dothraki. Oh, no, she's okay. She just couldn't get up. So Arya is carrying her. The mother's just yelling for Arya to take the daughter. The daughter ran back. They're dead. Arya let the daughter run back. She had to get out of there because she was going to die. So it would look like the mother and daughter just got burnt up by dragons. Arya just saved herself. That was unfortunate. It was good for Arya. It was unfortunate for the mother and the daughter. Cersei and Jaime are going through the tunnels, I guess. The tunnel that they were going to go out is now covered in rocks. They cannot get out. The tunnel, they're trapped. Jaime's looking for another way out. It's a good thing someone comes down there every day and keeps those torches burning. Cersei says, I want our baby to live. She says it twice. 3 times. Don't let me die, Jaime. Please don't let me die. I don't want to die. Wow. Cersei is either really broken or really being a master manipulator. Don't look, he's saying. Just look at me. I mean, Jaime should still be dead. Jaime should be dead by now. Jaime's saying nothing else matters, only us. Us? There is no us, Jaime. You were about to bleed out. You were going to be dead. You should have been dead already. He's stroking Cersei's hair. What's left of it. She was much cuter when it was long. Though I suppose the short hair goes with her personality. Well, it's all coming down around them. It looks like they've died being crushed by the rocks. The entire place collapsed in on them. So it's like either they're the one person who survived the entire collapse of frickin' Keep or wherever the hell they were, or I mean, that is so unfulfilling. If Jaime and Cersei are dead because rocks fell on them, Arya's barely alive. She's covered in soot and blood. So the Mountain and the Hound battled to a double death, more or less. The Hound basically forces a murder-suicide. Cersei and Jaime are dead by rocks. Arya is probably going to survive, but covered in blood. Varys is killed by the dragon. Tyrion. You know, the short guy. He's basically as good as dead, because he can't go back to Daenerys now. He's either going to kill her or be killed trying to kill her, or he'll just leave if he's smart. Jon Snow now has to kill Daenerys. Oh man, she's looking at bodies burnt to a crisp. The people she was trying to help, they're all dead. The little kid's burnt corpse. She hears a horse in the distance. Yep, there's a horse. There's a perfectly good horse. It made it through it all. Go get on it. It's a white horse. Get on the white horse. It's just waiting there for you. I'm going to call you Snowflake. We're going to be... Oh, the horse... Oh, the horse is carrying its own... It's not a leash, whatever the hell it is. A harness or its own reins. What, do you take a horse by the reins? The horse is just waiting there. They should have put a cone on it. They should have made it a unicorn, because it is as likely to have happened. As likely to have happened. Arya is literally the last person alive in this entire area, and a horse. Mr. Ed. It's Mr. Ed. He's going to talk to you. Hey, Wilbur. Did you see that? Shit got real. And Arya and Mr. Ed are trotting away. Okay, they're running away. They're running down the burnt ruins of King's Landing. It's like everyone else is dead. There's not one other survivor coming out of the ruins. It's just Arya and her new white horse, who I've named Snowflake. And roll the credits! And roll the credits. Holy crap. There is 13 minutes of shit left. I mean, there's credits. There's going to be, maybe we'll see something on the next episode. It would have been hard. It would have been hard for, say, how could you have made this episode, this series get worse? And holy crap, they did it. They did it. Now, I guess there's 109 people here. The episode just ended. I just need 10-20 seconds. Hello, everybody. I'm Bird of Prey 5. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know we got a lot of new faces tonight. I'm going to try and do this again next week for sure. I'm having a lot of fun. I can watch it. I can talk to you guys. I mean, this is nuts. This is almost like I hope they're pranking us. They're like, just kidding. Here's the real season, and it starts in 2 weeks. I'm flabbergasted, but I'm Bird of Prey 5. Please, 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 if you're new here, consider subscribing. Check out the channel. I do a lot of videos on sci-fi, Star Trek. I have a series called Bed Life. I'm bedbound. I live out of a hospital bed in my living room. Okay, I've got the green screen behind me, but I've been, for 10 years. 10 years last week I've been in this bed, and I do a series. Let's see. I'm going back. Okay. So we're seeing Daenerys and Tyrion walk through the ruins on the final episode of Game of Thrones. We see Arya there. We see the Unsullied. We see dozens of Dothraki. Ed Squird, thank you so much for subscribing. If anyone else did, I won't get any more updates. I think he was the first. But yeah, please consider subscribing. Okay, so now they're replaying scenes from this episode. Yeah, consider subscribing. Check out my other videos. I do like sci-fi stuff, Star Trek stuff, Orville, love the Orville, Twilight Zone reviews, the new Twilight Zone on CBS All Access. They all suck so far except one, but I do reviews of that. And we have streams almost every day. We have a hell of a lot of fun. Even if you're not into Star Trek sci-fi stuff, we just talk about things. It's pretty cool. Check it out. Please subscribe. And thank you guys so much. I really appreciate everyone who came tonight. Please, if you can, throw in a like or a dislike. If you didn't like it, please put in the comments what you think I could do better. What do you want to see? We got another chance at this next week. I'll try to improve. Somebody gave me the comment there was too much background noise in the mic, and I was able to get that fixed in a few days. So, you know what? Even if it's anything but my face, go ahead and tell me what it is I can improve. I know I can't improve the face. I'm sorry. I could go without the face. I could go sans face, I suppose. But, some of these other regular guys, they're into it. Take care. Chris Prisa, take care. Chief Cook says, Arya live. Dubing Ang, could you please finally start talking about Game of Thrones? Yes. This episode had me flabbergasted. This, I don't know what I just saw. It was awful. I'm taking out the headphone. I'll keep it in a little. Quick summary of the episode. We didn't see bodies, but by all accounts, Cersei should be dead. Jaime should be dead in each other's arms, buried in rocks. The Hound and the Mountain should be dead from a 100+ foot fall off of a tower by the Hound throwing themselves through the wall and then falling into a literal pit of flames. Okay, so unless the Mountain is literally impossible to kill, which he might be, they should both be dead. The old guy, Quiggyburn, whatever the hell his name is, the Hand of Cersei, he's dead. The Mountain killed him. He picked him up by the head and bashed his head in as he threw him out of the way so he could get to the Hound. The Mountain completely stopped following Cersei's commands once he saw the Hound. Seeing his little brother, that was it. He stopped being loyal to Cersei, and he started just going after his brother, and he killed anyone who got in his way. Half of King's Landing, maybe more, are dead by Daenerys and the dragon, and also the Unsullied and the Dothraki. They had no intention of obeying the surrender. They actually surrendered. Tyrion got them to surrender. God knows how. Tyrion did it. I mean, we saw how, but Tyrion got them to surrender, and they had no intentions. Obviously, they were ordered not to. Jon Snow still alive, but now clearly on the other side. Jon Snow knows Daenerys can't lead now. It's over. So Arya still alive, but on a horse. So Arya on a horse. She never got to kill Cersei. She never got to kill anybody. I think Arya's going to go find Gentry, whatever the hell his name is, the new lord, and I think she wants to become his wife now. I think the Hound taught her. The Hound gave her like a real lesson and said, "You don't want to become like me. Revenge is not good." You know, the Hound told her all about revenge is what turned him into what he was, and you don't want to be like him. So I think in that moment she realized something clicked, and I think she's going to try and go back and get that wedding proposal back. I hope for her sake that's what she does, because I don't know what the hell else she could be doing. I don't know why else she headed out of King's Landing on that horse. Varys dead by Daenerys, sentencing him to death because Tyrion turned him in. Tyrion, why would you do that, Tyrion? If you were going to turn him in, then why did you confess? Why would you confess to Daenerys that Sansa told you? Or that you told Varys? Say Sansa told you and Varys, and then you did nothing wrong except lie to Daenerys. But we're beyond that, okay? We all know we're beyond that. You're already doing something wrong, so just save your own ass at this point. That wasn't very good thinking. So they're saying, okay, so we're getting confirmation that the Hound and the Mountain are dead. They were getting confirmation from the writers or the producers, whoever these clowns are, that they knew they were going to die together. So they're definitely dead. Cersei's dead. Oh, and Euron Greyjoy is dead. Euron Greyjoy is dead by Jaime Lannister's hand. Jaime Lannister, by all accounts, should have been dead by Euron Greyjoy's hand. He had a sword in the gut, in the side of him. Should have punctured a kidney, his intestines, and possibly a lung. He should have bled out long before he was able to even stand up, let alone walk up half a castle. Find Cersei, bring her down, and walk her out of the building. And then they get covered in rubble. We see nothing of the North. The North isn't in here at all. Sansa is not in this episode at all. Winterfell is not in this episode at all. The free folk, or those Northerners, the real Northerners, I thought maybe they'd come back. Maybe they would turn around or something. They changed their mind. Maybe Ghost would come back. They're gone. We haven't seen them at all. They didn't even make an appearance. We have no idea what's going on in Winterfell. And now we got confirmation that Cersei and Jaime are dead. Even though we didn't see the body, Cersei and Jaime are dead. How frickin' unfulfilling. They came into this world together. They've got to go out of this world together. We don't even hear that the pregnancy was fake, which we suspect it might have been, or confirmation that it was real. But it doesn't matter, because they're all dead. They're all dead. Freaking awful. Up until today, I was like, I know Game of Thrones has sucked these last few episodes, but I was like, I would still tell people, listen, if you've never seen Game of Thrones, watch it. Because no matter how bad the last season is, we got 7 quality seasons. We got at least 6. We have like 4 excellent seasons and 2 good seasons. Okay, but we got episodes that flipped the script, that shocked you, shocked us. I mean, compelling television. And even if it never ended, I'd say it would be worth watching, right? I mean, can you really say don't watch an entire show just because of one 6-episode bad season? Up until today, I'd say no. I'd say if you haven't watched Game of Thrones, go ahead and start watching it. The ending might not be all it's cracked up to be, but you know what? It doesn't mean there aren't good episodes along the way. It doesn't mean you're not going to feel compelling, emotional stories along the way. But now, I don't know that I could. I mean, I would honestly have to tell people, listen, there's some great episodes. It's a great series to get into. But heads up, you are going to be sorely disappointed by the ending. In fact, maybe don't even watch season 8. Just watch through season 7 and make up your own ending. Because this could not... I don't know if I could have made a worse episode. If you had said, how could this be worse? I'd say, well, Sansa could have been raped again. By just some random northerner. And they could have thrown that scene in. That's about it. That is about it. I mean, just out of left field, some drunk guy breaks into the palace and is like, "This is for Ramsay." Okay, it couldn't have been worse. It could not have been worse. I'm sorry if I don't know what else to say. I mean, this sucked. This sucked. You'd still recommend Game of Thrones, Mr. Lundell? I mean, like I said, I'd recommend watching the first 7 seasons and then making up your own ending. Everything is coming to suck. You're right. Like Twilight Zone and Discovery. I don't know why. I mean, okay, not everything. The Orville, thank you to whatever power you may or may not believe in. Thank you that it was renewed, whether that power is God or Disney. Thank you, it was renewed, because I don't know what else I would have to look forward to. The Expanse. Thank you, Jeff Bezos, for The Expanse coming back for season 4. You're going to have to get Amazon Prime if you don't have it. Veep is over. Veep was pretty good. Veep's got one more episode. Actually, Veep's season finale is tonight, or was tonight. I don't know if it happened already. So Veep is over, basically. That was a great show. Superstore on NBC. It's a comedy, but it's funny. It's kind of The Office, but for retail. Although I never worked retail, it's still damn funny. I mean, it's almost like a 1-to-1 of The Office. They've got a woman who's basically Dwight. It's good. Other than that, I don't know what. Lucifer's on Netflix. That's good. We just got a season 4 of Lucifer. Although I've heard already from people who've watched it already, that it gets a little, you know, it falls a little. Josh Street says, Bird of Prey, Cersei saying the Red Keep has never fallen. She forgot about Robert's rebellion when her father took the Red Keep. I mean, nothing in King's Landing has never fallen. John Araki says, down with Turdistan. And since we've got a lot of people still here, Turdistan is the arch nemesis of Karoga, which is my nation in nationstates.net, which is an online browser-based game where you build your own nation and you pick policies, you choose a government. It's a way to pass some time when you've got a web browser. It is a way to pass time when you had a web browser. Hold on one second. Sorry, I just had to talk with Mamo Pray. So nationstates.net. I'm on that occasionally. The Armed Republic of Karoga. Turdistan is the anti-tracker who check out antitracker.com. He's also on YouTube. He's the channel that really helped give me my start and my middle. And I'm always on Anti-Tracker's streams. He does a lot of good stuff. His name is Anti-Tracker, but he's actually a Star Trek fan. He's a big sci-fi fan. He does almost daily streams as well. Check him out. Check out anyone with a wrench on my channel. They mostly all have streams. DJ Odyssey. Check out DJ Odyssey. Check out Vile Mike if he's around. Check out Rambling Canuck if he's around. Okay, looking at some comments, seeing if there's any I missed that were actually made to me. Josh Street says, Bird of Prey, Cersei died close to how she was told she would die in the books. Okay. I never read the books. So, my sister has. Well, it seems Josh Street was the only one who who was putting it in. So Darth Calhoun came in, and yes, check out Darth Calhoun's channel. Darth Calhoun plays Hearts of Iron 4 and talks about some politics and his view on how they should bring back the German monarchy. It's actually some pretty interesting stuff. Yeah, check out Darth Calhoun. Josh Street put in the link to nationstates.net. If you do create a nation states, try to find Karoga and then try to join, and you don't have to try, I mean, you could just do it. Join the region called the United Federations. That's the region that I'm in, and most of the people on the regulars of this channel we're in. DJ says to Darth Calhoun, there was 122 earlier. John Araki says, anti-tracker likes sourdough bread and thick black women. You know what? I can't even argue with that. That's actually probably true. That's true. Christian R says, I love how much time was wasted showing Arya running around for no reason. They wasted so much time on so much crap. Oh, check out Discord and Gab, says John Araki. Yes, Discord. Does somebody want to put the link in for Discord? I don't have it open, but you know what? On some streams, I have a link to Discord, Discord channel. You know what? The best Discord channel to bring up would be anti-trackers. Let me get. Well, I'll put in a link to my Discord, and then from there, if anybody's interested, you can get on over to anti-tracker. Let's see. Create link. Where is it? Invite people. Invite friends. Send a link. Edit this link. Expires never. And we've got a red alert. No limit. Generate new link. Copy. Okay. I need to shut off the that red alert system. That red alert is actually coming from my hospital bed. This is my Discord. Feel free. Oh, thank you guys. You got it up. Very cool. I should have known you guys would have handled it. This is... Okay, well that's weird. It's like I told you guys, I live in a hospital bed and the alarm is going off. Now I have an app on my phone that allows me to shut off the alarm. Of course, that app has just disappeared. The icon has disappeared. Give me 1, maybe 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Well, East Coast girls are hip, I really dig those styles they wear. And the Southern girls with the way they talk, they knock me out when I'm down there. The Midwest farmers' daughters really make you feel all right. And the northern girls, with the way they kiss, they keep their boyfriends warm at night. I wish they all could be California. I wish they all could be California. I wish they all could be California girls. The West Coast has the sunshine and the girls all get so tan. I dig a French bikini on a wild island all by a palm tree in the sand. I've been all around this great big world and I see all kinds of girls. Yeah, but I can't wait to get back to the States, back to the cutest girls in the world. I wish they all could be California. I wish they all could be California. I wish they all could be California girls. Oh, that should clear out the house. John Araki also put a link to JUOT.net. That is my off-topic web forum. Thank you, John Araki. DJ says, Bird, step up your game. Gary and Doomcock have almost 8K viewers. Holy shit. They're going to have 8,001 once I end the stream. Damn. Thanks, DJ. I thought I was doing good tonight. 122 at one point. Darth Cahoon says, I also talk about Star Wars, Warhammer, 40K, my views on history, occasionally Star Trek while leading my armies. Very true. Josh Reed says, Bird, no, you're going to scare off the new faces with your singing. Josh Reed, I tried to press unknown subscriber, but whatever. I think we're pretty much down to about normal. Yeah, 32. Oh, we're still good. DJ says now it's 8.8K. John Araki says Happy Mother's Day to Mama Pray 5. Thank you, John. Mom says thank you. Damon Blackfire says thanks a lot, the bid. I don't know. The bird. You're welcome. Oh, and if you're saying to someone else, then I guess they say they're welcome. John DeMarco says, great job on the stream tonight. Thank you, John. We are almost definitely, nothing is definite, but if at all possible, we're going to do this again next week. Because, holy crap, I mean, it's like seeing Santa Claus die in front of you. I don't know how else to put it. It's like you can't not watch. But holy shit, I don't want to see this. I have half a mind to call up my sister and get her on the phone and see what she thought about it. But I don't think we'll do that. DJ says, well, 122 is better than a certain other person earlier today. Lol, yeah. Although it's close to his record. Now Gary and Doomcock are over 9,000. John Araki says 537 subs. Looks like the 500 special is on. Have we hit 537? That's awesome. Thomas Potts says my aunt told me on her flight to Norway the plane had a camera on the nose of the plane that you could watch on the TVs during takeoff or landing. Not a cockpit camera. I've heard of those cameras. They sound cool. DJ says you are officially up to 551 subs now, Bird. Well, that's very cool. Maybe we'll just wait till the 600. John Aragi says it's like seeing a family member naked. What? Or banging your aunt. I guess it's more like that, since that's what was happening. DJ says, there you go again, bringing up your sister, unsubbed. Again, did I bring her up before? Said what, DJ? They are over 9,000. Well, I'll watch it in the morning. I will watch it in the morning. Oh, we got another Patrick Yoon. Thank you, Patrick Yoon. Where's Anti-Tracker? Where is Anti-Tracker? I should have texted him, but I was too busy watching Game of Thrones. Come on, Anti-Tracker. It is past my bedtime, Thomas. It is. The subspace radio's out. We just got static. I spent 10 minutes making static just to play over to hopefully not get a copyright strike. We'll see. We'll see if the channel's still here tomorrow. Anti is eating some sourdough bread, probably. So I know a lot of you regular guys who are posting now, even though there's 31 people here, so we've got some newbies. Newbies. You're not newbies, but new to the channel. Do you guys watch Game of Thrones, or are you guys just watch me watch Game of Thrones? Crimson Valley Dragon says the white horse is like the one Jaime charged at Dany. That's right, before. Foreshadowing. Might even be the same horse. DJ says this was the first episode I've ever seen. Joshua says, Bird, Anti-Tracker doesn't like Game of Thrones since they killed off Ned in season 1. Yeah, I know. I know he doesn't like Game of Thrones, but I know he wasn't going to watch. He said he was working on his Galaxy or Quest review, but I thought maybe he'd be watching in the corner. It's Mother's Day. He's probably with Mrs. Anti-Tracker, celebrating Mother's Day. True Blue says White Horse was Bran. Warging. Yeah, I got trouble with my pronunciation. It's had it since I was a child. Adalto Valatium says, I just got here right from Brazil to see what you think of the outcome. I hated it. I mean, oh my God, was it bad. I can't believe this is the ending they're giving us. I thought episode 4 was bad, and now they just made episode 4 look good in comparison. I can't believe the time that was wasted in meaningless shots, the needless death of Varys, the complete mind F of Daenerys, that she just went total psycho. Why they didn't respect the surrender of King's Landing. I mean, Daenerys was worse than Cersei. Daenerys is worse than Cersei. How does that happen? Arya doesn't get to kill Cersei? After all of that, after Arya killing the Night King, after she doesn't even use her face transplant powers again. She doesn't get to kill Cersei. She just runs away. I mean, she kills. She gets people killed. People would have been better off staying where they were. She gets them killed running, trying to follow her. She gets a kid killed, and she just runs off in her white horse when it's all said and done. So who's going to die next week? Tyrion. He's got to die. All men must die. Daenerys is going to kill Tyrion, probably. Or Tyrion's going to try to kill Daenerys and then get killed. Jon Snow. Are we going to end up back in Winterfell? Because, I mean, we didn't know. We don't know anything happened in Winterfell. Sansa wasn't in this episode. No, nothing Nothing north of the Iron Islands. What's going on with the Iron Islands? Because their fleet was decimated. Well, I guess we know the sister took it back over. The Golden Company, this Golden Company that was supposed to be the best fighting force on Earth, the Golden Company on Earth, on whatever planet they're on. Cowards! Cowards! The Golden Company was cowards. And where was this giant army? It's like this whole thing. They were in the courtyard of the castle or something. I thought there would be thousands and thousands and thousands of them. And somehow one dragon, which last week came yeah, you can't say it either. Perilously close. Really close. It came really close to being killed by one scorpion. The big crossbow dagger they were shooting. Today they're like toothpicks. Okay? The dragon could fly around, hundreds of them being shot at it, destroy them all without even being grazed by a single scorpion. Where last week they got 2 shots, including a headshot on a dragon from like 2 kilometers away. And now they can't even shoot a dragon at point blank range. At point blank range, they cannot shoot a frickin' dragon. They were all worthless. I mean, what the hell? Why would you build this up? Why did you even bother to put scorpions on all the goddamn towers? You didn't have to put the scorpions, okay? You could have just had the scorpions on the ships. And maybe I could have believed the dragon would have taken out the frickin' ships. Maybe. Maybe. Probably not, but maybe. But no, you can't. Why put scorpions on the frickin' castle walls if the dragon's just gonna burn them all up in one swoop anyway? Then just don't fucking put them on the castle walls. Huh? I cursed. I'm sorry. Now, I think that's got me more upset than anything. The fact that last week a dragon gets killed by 1 or 2 scorpions, and this week the one dragon isn't even slightly injured by 100+ scorpions all shooting. That, more than anything, is the most insulting. And there's a lot to be insulted about. Cersei's death, Jaime's death, Jaime not dying after being stabbed by Euron Greyjoy. I don't know. It is. Mama pray wash his mouth out with soap. That's better than being washed out with Gordon. Danny is Obama. B says Danny is Obama. It's possible. I don't know if you've seen, but I put out a Game of Thrones final episode prediction way back right after episode 3. And in my final episode prediction, I actually predicted Dany was Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, AOC. Now she's looking like maybe she's Obama. Biza knows she's Hillary. John Araki says barbecue was on the menu tonight. Indeed. B says Dany is Hillary. She just got exposed. Yeah, woo, just love this episode. Yeah, woo, I just love this episode. You love this episode, B? Good for you, if you did. Patrick laughing says, death to Sansa. She's useless. Pretty much. Cam Shul Kwu. I'm so sorry. I'm on your pronunciation, but KL19 says at least we could see this episode. Yes, plenty bright, except for a couple of scenes. Plenty bright. But I guess that's we either get to have a dark episode or an episode where we see everything but hate everything that happens. Kind of hate everything that happened in the dark episode, but we couldn't see it, so it wasn't as bad. Dany deletes her emails with fire, says John Araki. B is laughing. B says Sansa is my love. Sansa's not bad. I mean, just as northern women go, Sansa's not bad, especially now that she's grown up a little more. I mean, season 1, 2, 3, Sansa, no, not so much. Laura Gruza says, how did Arya live through all that? Because she was destined to live through it. Thomas Potts is saying, call your sister. You know what? I'll call my sister. I'll call my sister. You know, this is gonna get DJ pretty upset. This is gonna get DJ pretty upset. Okay, I better talk to her first before I just put her on with the cell. Ah, shit, you guys probably heard the beeps. Sansa suffered more than anyone. Yeah. You watched? Do you have a minute to discuss your opinion? Do you have a minute to discuss your opinion on speakerphone? Okay, you're on, Dee.
Good evening. So, here's my opinion. I didn't like that as we were nearing the end of the series, you know, we all still had our favorite people and, you know, who we want to win and who we think of as good. And I think in general, even in the books, they were very good at changing your loyalty. You know, you'd read a book and you'd be like, oh my God, this person has to die and that person has to live. And then, you know, later on, maybe your mind changed eventually. But with Dany, they just did it so quickly, you know, that it didn't feel right to me. Like, she had been this noble person who freed all these slaves and, you know, came over, and then all of a sudden, within like 2 episodes, they showed her starting to go mad and just, you know, we're like, yep, she's going to be crazy now.
Yeah,
you don't like
she flipped way too quick.
Yeah, it was that developed way too quickly. It didn't feel believable to me.
Well, what if people say Dany's not noble? That she was just after power this whole time?
That doesn't really make a lot of sense, in my opinion, but, you know, that's fine. She had the opportunity to align herself with people of power in different ways, sleazy ways, her whole time. But she chose to do her thing, and most of the people that wound up following her were people that she freed. It wasn't even a strategy at first. It was just like, no, you're free. And they just came with her because they wanted to. So I don't, yeah. I mean, I disagree.
I have to read this comment. Cersei had WMDs. Dany did the right thing. Lol. Yeah, I don't think that's... I mean, just the deaths were so unfulfilling. What did you think?
The death? Oh, like everybody's death?
Jaime and Cersei.
I felt bad about the Hound.
Yeah.
But, like, that's what he wanted. So,
right.
You know, he knew he kind of seemed like he wanted to die. So, like, he died doing what he wanted to do. So, like, good for him. Yeah, I don't know. I like that because I couldn't really tell what was going to happen, and I wouldn't have predicted it that way with the two of them. But the fact that Jaime got stabbed like he did, and then stabbed again like he did, it looked like he busted a lung, and then all of a sudden he got up.
He should have had a punctured lung, a punctured kidney.
And, like, limped his way through all, you know.
And by the
half of the Red Keep.
By the time he got to Cersei, he was almost like okay. I mean, he was basically walking around like better.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, that part was a little ridiculous.
Better than I'll
I
walk
guess
again.
that he was dying, but like he was, the timing of all that didn't make sense. He did a lot more walking than I thought one can do after being stabbed twice, pretty deep, in not good places. That was a little unrealistic. I mean, it's kind of funny to say unrealistic, right, in a show that's about dragons, but still.
And what about the dragon never getting hit by any of those scorpions? That last week, one's...
the first two died immediately.
Yeah.
And this one was just like, nope, none of them. I'm happy it happened that way, but...
Is dragon fire supposed to be able to cut through buildings like laser beams?
I mean, it's dragon fire.
So
do whatever it wants.
Special. Okay.
It is magical. That's that green part. I think that's the magic.
I thought the green part was just wildfire that was stored around King's Landing going...
That might make sense.
Yeah.
That might make sense. Crazy.
And why didn't Tyrion just say Sansa told Varys and him? So that Tyrion...
I mean, first of all, how did she know to ask that? Like, why would she know?
Because she's smart.
I mean, she's smart, but how did she know Varys knew? And nobody else? No more and no fewer people. And how did she know Sansa told him? Of all the people Sansa would tell, why him?
Well, it was her husband.
Yeah, no.
I guess, but I mean...
Sansa's surrounded by people that she's known her whole life. Like, why would she have immediately told him? And
yeah, I mean...
he would tell Varys. Like, I guess if she had a spy... Well, she did say that her guards were watching the little kid that went back to Varys. So that might be how she knew to ask. That makes more sense. Because for her to just have deduced it out of nowhere doesn't.
I mean, Daenerys doesn't know Sansa's history with Littlefinger and that she's become a, super calculative, person. Level 10 manipulator.
Well. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was it. I'm disappointed with how quickly the turn went with her being crazy.
Yeah.
But they did have a few twists that I didn't expect. I'll give them that.
If you had to rate this episode out of 10, what would you give it?
6.
6?
6.
You're being more generous than I would.
And it's hard to rate it just to the episode. Like, the fact that they decided to just burn the whole Red Keep and Cersei finally died, even though it was anticlimactic, like, that's all cool, but it's where the plot was going, when this episode happened. More the plot that I don't like that's been happening over a couple episodes. So 6. Yeah.
Who was that guy, because I forgot his name, that Jon Snow was running with at the end? Davos? Was that it?
I don't know if that's him or not. The guy the smuggler?
Yeah, the smuggler. Him.
Yeah, Sir Davos. Davos.
Right.
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Good night, everybody.
They're all saying good night.
No. All right.
Take
Bye,
care.
Jeff.
Bye. I'm assuming you guys are saying good night, but I couldn't hear you. There, we got a good night. We got 2 good nights. See, I'm not a liar. I'm not a liar, DJ. No, she doesn't have a chicken. I don't know what clucking you heard. DJ says they're now over 11,000 bird. Wow, they must be going wild. I can only imagine how crazy they must be going. Doomcock's probably ready to hit the button. So, I know. I heard clicking too, but it was clicking like feedback. It wasn't clucking. Okay, I know you're a farmer, DJ, so you probably know what a chicken sounds like. But trust me, on this side of the phone, on this side of the microphone, it didn't sound like any type of farm animal or animal of any type. There's one episode left, Thomas. Next week is the final episode ever. The sixth episode of the 8th season. Final freaking episode. And it's over. They all die next week. Lol. Chris Jones says, Jon hasn't the power to kill Daenerys. He must get out of there. Well, maybe Arya could kill Daenerys. And Sansa's no fan of Daenerys. I guess the question would be if Jon had to fight Daenerys for the dragon, would the dragon follow Jon, or would the dragon follow Daenerys? I'd say probably Daenerys, since she's the one who raised them. Though Jon's got the bigger claim to the throne. And I don't know if the dragons have some innate feeling as to who's got the real, throne claim. Patrick laughing says, question, Varys was writing letters about Jon. Did they get sent out? That has to be important. It looks to me like one was sent out. The other one he clearly burned as he heard the soldiers coming to take him away, because he knew it was over. He heard the footsteps and he knew they were coming for him, and he was writing out, I believe it was a second note, and he put it in a tin can, and he lit it on fire, and then he covered it. Now, covering it would have put out the fire in real life, but in Magic Land, I guess we're to assume it burnt it to ashes, so nobody would have proof of what he did, even though he just admitted to what he did. So what did it really matter? Why were you burning evidence if you weren't going to deny it? If you're not going to deny it, why burn evidence? But whatever. Doesn't make a hell of a lot of sense. He should have just given the notes to the people that came to arrest him. And honestly, I don't think it matters if it got sent out or not, because Sansa is freaking probably putting up billboards along the King's Road that says Jon Snow is the rightful heir, heir to the throne. So it doesn't matter whether it got out or not. It's out. B says, so there's something that bothers me. The comet in the sun with the extra dragon in the opening credits. I've heard rumors that there was going to be Daenerys had more dragon eggs somewhere stashed. Maybe at Dragon Stone or whatever it's called, Dragon Hollow, where they got the dragon glass. So maybe she's got other eggs ready to be hatched. But even if she has eggs, it would take months, if not years, for the dragons to grow to full size. So what would they do? DJ says, okay, I will say it, Bird. Good night, Sisso Prey, you cutie you. John Araki says, Arya kills Dany and Jon kills the dragon while it kills him. I know Jon wouldn't kill the dragon. I don't think. It wasn't the dragon's fault. DJ says, just want to see if Joe will read it. Lol, I read it. B. John says, I think that makes a lot of sense. Josh Reese says, Bird, there was openings in the top. Oh, of the thing that he put the cover on? I didn't notice it. B says, go Sansa. Why be ashamed of the truth? Why bend the knee to the SJW? Chris Jones says, I don't think Jon will die from dragonfire because he's a Targaryen. Yeah, no, Jon is immune to dragonfire. In fact, in that scene, in the battle with the Night King, I was hoping that Jon was gonna tackle the Night King, and Daenerys was gonna come down and hit them both with the fire, with the Dracarys, with the dragon fire, and that then we would see just Jon stand up after. He'd probably have had his clothes burnt off, so we wouldn't see all of them. Hopefully, we'd only see his, chest high, and then we'd just be seeing the skeleton of the Night King in his hand, and that would be that would be a cool way to take out the Night King, and he was in Jon Snow's hand, even though Daenerys is the one who shot the fire at him. That would have been a much better death of the Night King. Plus, we see Jon Snow survive the fire. And then that way, that could have been how it got out. Okay, that could have been how the secret got out. Somebody saw it who wasn't supposed to be witnessing it. And they snuck it around instead of making Sansa be the bad person to leak it out. But no, that didn't happen. I could have made all these episodes so much better. I know everybody says it, but I could have. Patrick laughing says, ha ha ha, Sansa is lighting up Twitter about Jon. Okay. John Street says there are dragon eggs all over Dragonstone. Well, that's what I was talking about, Dragonstone. B says, good point, true. There maybe she has some up and coming she is hiding. Oh, that's true. Thomas Potts says, where is my friend Sassy Dog? Thomas, it is past my bedtime, but it is way past Sassy's bedtime. Sassy is sleeping. I see her. Her eyes are closed. She kind of looks like a sleeping dragon without the wings, and she's not green, and she's about 30 pounds. John Araki says the dragon will try to eat Jon while Jon fatally stabs it. Chris Jones says, I think Gendry will rule. You know what? I'm liking that option more and more. Ishmael says Arya was close to dying. Was this close to dying, indeed. The Hound saved her. The Hound saved Arya. And I think the Hound set her straight. She's been a little off since, watching her father be killed, which is understandable. But I think that might have maybe, just maybe, set her straight. John Araki says Arya dies at the very end and wakes up as the Night Queen. Or she wakes up as a waitress in a, some cheap restaurant, and it's been all a dream, and she's serving George R.R. Martin lunch. Patrick laughing says, could Tyrion actually win the Game of Thrones? I'd be okay with that, but no, he can't. No, he can't. Jay Bowick says Sansa not only kept her secret to Jon, caused Dany to go Mad Queen. Indeed. B says Sansa is not the bad guy for speaking the truth about Jon's parents. Jon and Dany are evil ones trying to hide the truth. yes and no. No, because Sansa swore to Jon that she would not reveal the secret. She swore it. Okay? She should not have. Jon, there's nothing evil about not telling somebody, there was none of their business who his real parents are. He doesn't have a responsibility to the public to say, Ned Stark, the person who raised me, the person who was in every way my father, except biologically, to say Ned Stark really wasn't my father. By the way, it was this other guy who happened to be the king, and now that would make me next in line for the throne, though I don't want the throne, and by the way, I'm dating my aunt. Now, he has no responsibility to that. That's not evil. Daenerys did something evil tonight. Jon has not. Jon has not. There's truth, but not everybody's entitled to every truth, okay? I've got secrets. They're true, but I'm not going to get on YouTube and tell you about them all because you're not entitled to them in any shape, way, or form. Right? I don't have to tell you about my third nipple or my... No, I'm kidding. I wish my problems were just the third nipple. I don't have to tell you everything that's, all my secrets. I mean, just because they're true, you don't have any right to them. Ishmael says Sansa is a POS. No. They definitely just amped her up this season. They made her way smarter than she should have been. I mean, all of a sudden, Arya's like, she's the smartest person I've ever met. Sansa was an idiot for a long time. She wised up like she had to, but she didn't become a genius overnight, but that's what we've been led to believe. John Araki says toxic femininity. Waitress said Denny's. That would be. Served with a grand slam. Well, George R.R. Martin would certainly be getting a grand slam breakfast. Maybe with bacon. I used to get the grand slam and a side of grits, an extra side of grits. Igor says, remember in season 2 or 3, Daenerys saw that snow in the dream? King's Landing was in ruins and that snow was falling. Yes, I do remember that. And a lot of people said that, that was why they thought King's Landing would be destroyed. So, was Daenerys fulfilling her destiny? But where's the snow? Where's the snow? Last season it was snowing in King's Landing. Last season, winter had begun. Winter had come to King's Landing. It was snowing in King's Landing. This entire season, not a flake of snow in King's Landing. Why is there no snow in King's Landing? They turned the map white. They turned... What?
Global warming.
Global warming. No, they don't have global warming. I guess the dragons. There's too many dragons. The dragons are causing global warming. They've got to kill the dragons. No, I mean, where's the snow? We went backwards in time somehow. King's Landing had a very short 1-week winter, and now they're in spring already. B is saying Sansa is the true hero. Igor says Ned Stark keeps secrets all life. Sansa 2 minutes. Yeah, that's true. Ned Stark kept the secret his entire life. Yes. Sansa kept it 2 minutes. Absolutely right. B, he wasn't getting the king, he was the prince. He wasn't the king, he was the prince. B says Jon kissed his aunt and allowed his aunt to murder everyone. He didn't allow, he didn't know. Jon Snow did not believe for 1 second that Daenerys was going to murder everyone. Once she started, he couldn't stop it. He did the best he could. Jon Snow didn't have any clue that was going to happen. Chris Jones says, I hope Daenerys goes back to Marina because she will never get the people on her side what she has done. Patrick laughing says, lol, yes, Igor. Yes, the Ned Stark his whole life kept secrets, yeah. Josh Reed says, Bird the Mad... where did we go? Josh Reed says, Bird the Mad King is Rhaegar Targaryen father, and Rhaegar was Jon's father. Okay. Yeah, well, they're Targaryens. John Araki says, Bird's secret is Lola. No, that's not. B says, facts about whom should lead the realm is not a right of the people. No, because it's not that there's no inherent that somebody, you can turn down a throne. You're not forced. Okay? You're not forced at sword point to become king. If you want to become king, plus who's to say that monarchy is even the right, form of government? Thomas says, you have 3 nipples, Bird of Prey. No, I do not. I was making something up as an example. Christelle Nigbanda says, Dany is gone on full Mad Queen. Jon or Arya has to end her. Or Sansa. I agree. Or Tyrion. Somebody's got to kill Daenerys. Although, if Daenerys kills everyone else and ends up on the throne with her Dothraki that have come back from the dead and her Unsullied that have risen from the dead, all of which should have been almost completely eliminated from the battle with the Night King, I think she grew more Dothraki. She has like a grow your own Dothraki dispenser in Dragonstone, and she puts in a trinket, like a gold coin. She spins it, and out comes a bunch of seeds. And she goes plants and she waters, and then a Dothraki grows in 24 hours, and that's how she was able to replenish the Dothraki. Yeah. DJ says, good night, Bird. Good night, everyone. Oh, yeah, what time is Anti-Trekker stream tomorrow? Monday, so it's 8:30 p.m. Eastern, DJ. Anti-Trekker will be streaming at night, so approximately 8:30 p.m. Eastern. City Skyline stream tomorrow will be between 4 and 5 p.m. start. Maybe 5:30 latest. Camille's coming early. What time is she coming? Oh. City Skyline stream might be earlier. I forgot Camille was coming early. Thomas Potts says, good night, DJ. Josh Reed says, the ash was falling, Bird. That is true. The ash was falling. John Araki says, DJ gets some Bird blood sister, and now he's incognito. John Araki says, dragon made global warming. Well, cow farts cause global warming. Dragon farts, infinitely worse. Okay? Infinitely worse. So, and, like a good hypocrite, Daenerys, aka AOC, is flying around on her dragons, warning everybody about, global warming when her dragons are the direct cause. Chris Jones says, did it stop snowing because the Night King was dead? Chris, maybe that would be a possibility, except that we saw King's Landing before the Night King was dead, and it was not, it had not stopped snow. It was already not snowing in King's Landing. So that's clearly not the reason. It wouldn't be. It would be, I thought that when the Night King died, you were going to see winter like magically, retreat back up to the north. But that doesn't seem to be how it works. Jenna F.A. says, I guess, and anybody, if I mispronounce your name, I do apologize. Please just give me a pronunciation and I will try to remember it or whatever. I am not good with pronunciations, as you might have noticed. Jenna Effer says, I guess it's not snow but ashes. I'm pretty sure Tyrion will be the king. It can't be anyone else. I'd be okay with Tyrion as the king. I'd be okay with Jon Snow as the king. I would be okay with Gendry as the king. I don't think I'd be happy with Sansa as a queen. And I don't think I'd be happy with Arya as a queen. And until today, I would have been happy with Dany as the queen. But now, obviously, that's out. But don't say it's sexist, because I was perfectly fine with Dany until today. It's just Sansa doesn't seem, even though Sansa always wanted to be a queen. That this bothers me because, they're going back to what was going on in season 1. And in season 1, Sansa didn't want to be anything else than the queen, okay? She wanted to be the queen. She went down to marry Joffrey. It was her whole life plan to become queen. And wouldn't it be wonderfully ironic from the writer's point of view if Sansa finally becomes queen, which is all she wanted out of life, after all of this, after the red weddings and the raping and the killing and the Night King and the pillaging and Theon losing his male organ, his human horn. After all this, Sansa becomes queen. I don't know. I mean, I'm afraid that's where we're headed. Josh Street says, the world of Game of Thrones is screwed up with how long seasons are. Well, yes, seasons don't act like seasons on Earth. There's not 4 seasons, and they don't come yearly. There's just winter and not winter. And they can be years and years and years of each. B says Tyrion told Jon he didn't stop his troops. Tyrion told Jon and he didn't stop his troops. Jon tried to stop the troops. They weren't listening to him. Okay? Jon doesn't command the Unsullied, and Jon doesn't command the Dothraki. They got their commands from from Dany. Okay? Jon only commands Northerners, and the Northerners, they didn't start fighting. Crimson Valley Dragon says Dany to burn Tyrion, but plot twist, he's unscathed, part Targaryen. That would be funny. B says Ned kept a secret to save a child's life. Sansa spoke truth to save the realm. But did it save the realm? Igor says we have a new scale of measurements, a scale from Sansa to Ned. That's a great scale. Are you a Sansa or are you a Ned? I can see that as a new BuzzFeed test. B says, I have always said the Iron Throne will be destroyed and Sansa will allow the kingdoms to have their own leaders. John Araki says, that's sexist to say a woman is two-faced. Every time you say Dothraki, it tricks me into thinking you're reading one of my comments. John Dothraki, that's a much better name. I'm kidding, John Araki. I apologize. Hector, welcome, Hector. Were you here the whole time? Says Dracarys, everyone. Dracarys. Now Dracarys is basically like saying Hail Hitler, so you don't want to say Dracarys anymore. It's not fun. John Araki says Camille knows things. Camille knows the truth about the third nipple. Hector says dragon burps are dangerous as F. John Araki says hashtag stop dragon farts. B says Crimson Valley Dragon, I think your idea is valid. That's high praise. That's high praise where I come from. Hector says I hope Davos survives, is one of the few good people and also smart. B says my name is Barbara. I'm over here in Jersey. I'm so pumped up after all these years of Dany exposed herself. Well, welcome, Barbara. Welcome. I hope you stick around for future streams. I'm here in Queens, New York. My sister's possibly moving to Jersey soon. Patrick laughing says, I'm happy that Davos is still alive. His voice is amazing, as he's the Alex Leathys of Game of Thrones. Thomas says, what organ? B says Sansa was a child back then. She was 14. She won't allow a throne. I'm sad you like Dany. Pity. I saw right through her since the beginning. I don't know. Yeah, I guess. I mean, people can bring up things. Patrick laughing says human horn. Haha. Philip J. Fry. Yes, thankfully somebody got the human horn reference. And look at that. We got our first ever spammer. I never had a spammer before. I never had enough people, I guess. Not a YouTube spammer, anyway. Darth Calhoun says it's the none of the wrenches knew what to do. I'm kidding. Darth Calhoun says it's the best form of government. You can advocate for a superior successor. B says it will save the realm next episode when Arya kills Dany. I guess that's what we have left. Actor says, Joe is now famous. He has his own spammer now. Thank you, Hector. I think this will be Jon's fate. His ice, Dany is fire. Yep. Igor says, it would be cool if the dragon blew with fire, that passage where Jon stood and everything burned, but Jon remained whole in the fire. Yeah, I was waiting to see that, okay? Jon needs to get burned by fire and then walk out of it. And then everybody knows. And then Dany has no one to blame but herself. Sentinel Creed says, hello, friends. I've come here to wallow in dissatisfaction. They really butchered this thing. They sure as hell did, Sentinel. They sure as hell did. What a disaster. It's like when I play Kerbal Space Program and purposely crashed a rocket. It's like somebody is purposely crashing Game of Thrones into the ground. For reasons I do not know. I cannot fathom. The real mystery isn't who's going to be king or queen. It's why the F are they doing this? And if this is what George R.R. Martin gave them, if somehow they're going to say, well, this is what George R.R. Martin wrote out for us, you say, well, too fucking bad, George R.R. Martin. We're not going to go with this. We're going to do our own thing because clearly you've become crazy and you're probably suffering from dementia. So we're going to send you to the hospital. Okay, you don't have to do what George R.R. Martin writes out. Although I seriously doubt this is what he wrote out. But even if he did, they can't use that as an excuse. Bally Rose says, yo, in the trailer I'm aware that the ashes will be falling, but there was snow on the ground in the trailer, and there was snow falling, and her troops looked ready for battle. Is the night back? Oh, the trailer for next week. I'm like, trailer? Like, they don't have trailers in Game of Thrones. I'm like, you mean like a thing being pulled, a carriage being pulled by horses? I'm like, what? What trailer? I'm thinking, wait, do you work on the show that you were in a trailer? I get it. But next week's trailer. Yes, there looks like there's snow next week. I don't think. Listen, I'll be honest. At one point, I equated winter coming with the Night King coming. But in hindsight, I'm not sure that there's reason to equate it. I don't think that winter didn't happen until that the Night King invented winter. Okay? So, it's possible. It is possible. But I mean, clearly they've been through winters where there was no sign of the Night King. Because they all the adults remembered the last winter, and they had never seen the Night King. So it's not like the Night King comes down every time there's winter. So I think winter and the Night King are completely independent things. But, you know what? Who's to say? Who's to say? Hector says, is winter supposed to snow in Dragon's Landing? King's Landing. Well, it was snowing in King's Landing at the end of last season, so I would say yes. John DeMarco says, purposely crashed the rocket. Some of them were purposely crashed. Sentinel Creed says, they are trolling us with this stuff. They are. These dudes are Ryan Johnson's siblings or something. They're doing something to us. Igor says it would be fun if Jon was surrounded by army. Cersei saw it, then Daenerys poured everything on fire, and Jon came out like a boss. Actor says Joe looks to the right when he's lying, like when he said purposely. Danny is going to die, says Zachariah Hassan. Sentinel Creed says Game of Thrones Season 9 Trailer Park Wars. B says, I was so distraught over the long night. The episode had me wanting to hit the wall. The episode had major unbelievable stupid moments, but Danny and Gray exposing themselves, A++. Zachariah Hassan says Bran is going to become the king. That's tough. I don't know. I don't think Bran is becoming anything. I think he's going to become a tree. B says Danny is going to die at Stark Hand. Woo. That would seem most likely. Guys, thank you guys so much. This has been such a great, amazing stream. By far my most successful live stream ever. We still have 35 people here. It's crazy. For me, that is a pretty decent stream. We had 122 people at one point tonight. I can't thank you all enough. I'm going to do this again next week, if at all possible. I mean, barring anything major, like nuclear war. I'm going to do this again next week. And, I don't know what they're going to do, but man, it's going to be nuts. It's going to be nuts. So please, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon. Check out some of my other videos. Check out the videos of the other people on this channel, particularly the people with the wrenches. Go to antitracker.com. That's ANTITREKKER.com. Antitracker.com. Let me just put the link in. And check out Certified Nerds section, and you'll see a whole bunch of us certified nerds. We talk about all different things: Star Trek, Star Wars, Stargate, shows that don't even begin with Star, or the Orville, the Expanse, all types of things: Marvel, superhero stuff, DC stuff, comic books, all types of things. There's tons. There's probably a dozen plus people there. We've all got kind of related channels. We're all kind of in the same YouTube. I don't know. What's something that everybody's in? YouTube Nation, we'll say. We'll see with the YouTube Nation. And yes, and thank you to all the new subs. I really, really appreciate it. And for anyone else who hasn't yet, please, please, please check out the sub. Check out another one of my videos. Bird, it's so close to midnight. Are you going to be able to get up for Camille tomorrow? Yeah, if I get to sleep soon, I'll be able to get up. Thank you again, all, and I gotta get some sleep. It is past my bedtime, but man, this was a great way to start a week, and a great Mother's Day for Mama Pray. Yes, she says thank you. She says to everyone, Qapla, all Qapla. Richie Poole just got here. Richie, welcome and good night. Richie. B has to get up too. I hear ya. Good night, all. Jeeps, that's right, Jeeps. Jeeps are the official vehicle of Bird of Prey 5. Thank you all for watching my video. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Without it, you won't get notifications of new videos. If you want to visit me, check out my forum at juot.net. I'm also on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, and Gab. And if you're really crazy, you can send me some money on PayPal. Take care.